It's the end for Jake Paul. Seriously, things are looking very bad for him right now. Mike Tyson is absolutely furious and has made a shocking statement saying he plans to kill Jake Paul. What's got Tyson so upset? Well, Jake Paul recently made a disrespectful joke about Tyson's family and his late daughter. Tyson has said he doesn't care if their fight gets canceled. He just wants to get his hands on Jake Paul. He even mentioned he doesn't mind going to jail if it means avenging his daughter. To be honest, Jake Paul has really crossed a dangerous line by bringing up Mike Tyson's late daughter in their fight on live television. Jake Paul made a bad comment saying he's going to bury Tyson with his daughter, and that's not all. Jake Paul continued to make cruel comments about Tyson's daughter. Even after her death, he said that if she were alive, she would have been beautiful, unlike her dad, who he insulted by calling a monster. This level of disrespect has pushed Tyson to his breaking point. Tyson is not interested in hearing any apologies from Jake Paul. To him, it just doesn't matter. No matter what Jake Paul says, it won't change the fact that he has hurt Tyson's family. The damage has already been done, and it's too late for words to make things better. He feels that no apology can fix how much Jake Paul's comments have disrespected his child. Even though Tyson's daughter has passed away, he believes she would still feel hurt by what Jake Paul said. No words can undo the pain that was caused. Now, during their press conference, Tyson was ready to confront Jake Paul about the hurtful comments he made about Tyson's daughter. Tyson seemed prepared to address the issue head on and stop the disrespect once and for all. Everyone was waiting to see how Tyson would handle the situation, but then something surprising happened. Jake Paul made a shocking gesture, pretending to fire a gun at Tyson. This unexpected move caught Tyson off guard and left him completely speechless.
The main event, the problem child, Jake Paul taking on Iron Mike Tyson. The ultimate disruptor.
Jake Paul has been extremely confident lately, and there's a video that shows just how sure he is about winning against Tyson. In this video, Jake is smiling and full of spirit as he confronts Tyson at a press conference. He exudes confidence and seems to believe he can beat the boxing legend with ease. Meanwhile, Tyson remains calm and unbothered by Jake's antics. He watches Jake's confident display without reacting, showing that he is not worried about Jake's bravado. Tyson's attitude says he believes in his own experience and skills, and he's not letting Jake's confidence shake.
That's crazy.
Jake is really confident. As the fight gets closer, he keeps telling everyone, especially Tyson, that he's going to win. He believes his youth makes him stronger and insists that he punches harder than Tyson. Even though some people might question him, Jake is sure that he will stun everyone by knocking Tyson down during their fight.
Everyone else is underestimating me, and I believe that I hit harder. I know it's going to be tough. I know I'm going to have to fight through adversity. I know I might even go to the canvas. I'm scared, don't get me wrong, but it's not about the fear stopping me. It's about going into it even though I am scared, and that's what true bravery is.
Now, Jake's confidence must come from somewhere. Recently, there have been reports suggesting that Tyson needs to prove he still has what it takes to spar effectively before his fight with Jake Paul. This desire to prove himself comes from the fact that Tyson hasn't fought professionally for nearly 20 years. He retired from boxing after a fight with Kevin McBride, where he ended the match after 5 rounds. This long break from professional fights makes his comeback even more interesting. In 2020, Tyson did step back into the ring, but it was for an exhibition match against another boxing legend, Roy Jones Jr. This fight wasn't the same as his previous professional matches because it was scored a draw after 8 rounds. It was more of a fun event rather than a serious competition. UFC commentator Joe Rogan has expressed concerns about Tyson's readiness, noting that fans haven't seen enough training footage to prove he can fight with Paul. I wish he hadn't taken this fight, Rogan mentioned on his podcast. I wish it wasn't a thing. I wish it wasn't a thing where a 58-year-old guy was going to fight a 28-year-old. That said, I fully support his desire to do it. What, is he going to live forever? No, he's not going to live forever. Maybe he wants one more shot at it. Maybe his body can do one more fight. I don't know. Joe Rogan has shared his thoughts about Tyson fighting Jake Paul, and he doesn't want to see that match happen. It might sound like Rogan doesn't think Tyson can beat a YouTuber like Jake Paul, but that's not really the case. Rogan's concern is about Tyson's health. He believes that because Tyson's health has not been great, it could put him at a disadvantage in the fight. Even though Tyson is a skilled boxer, his health issues might make it harder for him to win against someone like Jake Paul, so is actually worried about Tyson's well-being rather than his boxing skills. He feels that Tyson's health problems could make the fight unfair and might make it seem like Tyson would win easily. You see, Rogan isn't the only one who feels this way. Eddie Hearn also thinks Tyson's fight with Paul is a bit sad. Hearn thinks Tyson's chances of winning are slim, not because Tyson isn't a great fighter, but because of his health. Hearn argues that health is crucial in boxing, and it's a major factor that gets looked at before and after a match. Hearn's point is that Tyson's health could really hurt his chances in the ring. Even though Tyson is a legend, being in good shape is key to success in boxing. If Tyson isn't healthy, it could make a big difference, especially against someone like Jake Paul, who might not be the best fighter but could benefit from Tyson's health issues. He's in his 50s, and when he last fought professionally 20 years ago, it was sad to watch. I don't believe he is healthy enough to fight, and if it's going to be competitive, then that says it all. As for a grown man making his own decisions, you know it's up to the people around the fighters to make the right decision, and you know he shouldn't be fighting. But of course, Tyson is very determined to go ahead with the fight, especially after Jake Paul brought up his family and daughter. Tyson feels that this fight has become personal, wants to make sure Paul gets a strong lesson. He's confident that this match will be a big win for him and believes it could be the end of Jake Paul's boxing career. Even though there are concerns about Tyson's health, he's not letting that stop him. He sees this fight as a chance to prove himself and show Paul that he shouldn't have involved his family. Tyson's ready to give it his all and make this fight a memorable one. So what do you think about all this? Are you excited to see how Tyson will handle the fight with Jake Paul? Do you think Tyson will be able to overcome his health issues and win nonetheless? Please let me know in the comments below.